Hello, hope you're having a great day. Today I woke up feeling absolutely broken. Not only was I really tired and feeling really lazy, as I am every morning, but yeah, it was definitely a more intense laziness this morning. But I've got a bit of a backache. I've also got this weird headache that just sort of comes for a couple of seconds and then disappears. Yeah, Kat noticed yesterday I've got some marks on my nose. So yeah, I think the sparring in boxing yesterday has taken its toll, but it's absolutely fine. You know, I survived at the end of the day, and whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But yeah, in terms of me getting up this morning, yeah, I literally felt broken. I woke up just before my 7 o'clock alarm, and then I remembered that my beautiful girlfriend Kat mentioned last night how she would prefer to not get woken up at 7 by my alarm this morning. And that thought in my mind when I woke up at 10 to 7 this morning gave me the excuse to turn off my 7 o'clock alarm and my 6:30 alarm. And yeah, I just went back to sleep. But I felt so broken that there was no chance of me getting up at 7 or 7:30 anyway. But you know, lately I've been sort of naturally getting up at 8:30, and I remember sort of laying here at 8:30 and feeling like I was able to get up, I reckon, but I just didn't. And every time I sort of rolled over or went to sit up, then I could feel my back aching. And yeah, just felt how broken I was. So I ended up just staying in bed until 10 a.m. I think it was. Now today is Sunday, it's Christmas Eve, although I know this video won't be going out until the day after. And the last couple of Sundays before this one, I've got up really early to go to car meets, and that has been what's disturbed my morning routine. But that's not the case today. I didn't have a car meet to go to today, and today was set to be a day where I either stay at home here and crack on with some behind the scenes stuff, chip away at some editing, and then go to Kat's parents for dinner, or go around to my other garage and do some things and then come back here and go to Kat's parents for dinner. So because I've had a late start, I won't be going to the other garage. I will still be staying productive before going to Kat's parents for dinner. But yeah, I just literally woke up feeling broken. Now, if you've been watching these videos any length of time, you'll know that I do get upset with myself when I really flop in the mornings in terms of getting up. You know, what happened this morning was kind of an everyday thing for me if, you know, I don't put the effort in, right? Whereas nowadays, you know, I've got a desire to get up at 7:30 but fail every day and get up at 8:30. So, you know, if this is like a sort of one-off, then, you know, so be it. Although I'm not, you know, hating myself as much as I have in the past, you know, when I get up late, it's definitely sort of made me realise that there is a corner of my mind that does have hate for me, you know. And this is the point, right? If this became another habit again of me not getting up till 10, 11 a.m, then it would open up that hatred I've got for myself deeper and deeper until I get to the point where I start doubting, you know, the life I'm living, and I start, you know, honing in and focusing on negative stuff and blowing everything out of proportion and you know, going down that road where you end up going towards depression, right? And that's obviously not what I want to do, you know. I want to keep fighting, even if it means I'm failing every day, keep fighting and keep failing if necessary to get up at 7:30. That's my goal, is to be able to get up at 7:30 every day. I know it's like ridiculous. There's probably some of you guys that are watching these videos that get up at 5 every day and it's not an issue, but you know, getting up early in the morning for me has always been an issue. It's the first battle of the day and I lose it every day. But as I say, I've been getting up at 8:30 every day recently, which is awesome. But yeah, today that just didn't happen. I was actually thinking while I was walking around the block, you know, what if this is like the universe's way of making sure that I get enough rest, right? You know, I do go hard, I do work out every day. Yesterday I had a mini workout at home, then went to my boxing and then had another workout in the evening. It's no secret that I am sort of pushing myself when you compare how I used to never push myself ever, because most of my adulthood I've been a loser, a waste man. You know, for the last 11 months or whatever it is, I have been pushing myself, you know, with my fitness and stuff. And I know that rest is important. So, you know, maybe these mornings where I'm unable to get up before 8:30, and mornings like this morning where I'm unable to get up until 10 a.m, you know, maybe that's the universe's way of making sure that I get the rest that I need. Or maybe it's the universe's way of showing me that I'm not working hard enough and that I don't deserve to be getting up as early as I want to and being as productive as I want to, because I'm not working hard enough. maybe it's the universe's way of holding me back because I'm not working hard enough and I don't deserve to get up early every day and be super productive. Or maybe the universe knows that I'm prone to get complacent, so it needs to keep, this battle in the morning that I find really difficult there as a challenge to, keep me focused, because, I'm stubborn, right? So even though I've basically failed this morning, whether it be justified because I'm knackered or not, I failed this morning big time, but I'm stubborn. So I'm still now, all right, acknowledging the fact that there is a bit of darkness within me that sort of hates myself. But, what's bigger than that and overcoming that is my desire to stubbornly still crack on with my morning routine. And I have been, as usual, I'm turning the camera on after I've done, things like go for my walk around the block, write my journal. I've just meditated. I've still gone through all the steps of my routine, even though, you could say I didn't have time, because I'm stubborn, because I will keep getting back up, when I fail. And it's very similar to the boxing, right? Every time I do sparring in boxing, I get humbled by people that are better than me, right? But I'm stubborn, so I'm still determined to keep going to boxing. There's a thought in the back of my mind. It's like, oh, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm too old. Yesterday I literally got a little bit of an injury to my nose. I've got this weird headache that keeps coming and going. There's a little bit of my mind that's telling me, oh, maybe it's dangerous for me to carry on boxing, but I'm stubborn. And, what if maybe that tiny little bit of me deep inside that has hatred for me, for myself, maybe I can tap into that, and it's like use that as a reason to carry on doing these things that are uncomfortable, trick my sort of negative mind into thinking that I'm carrying on with all these things as a way of punishing myself. So yeah, ultimately, in my eyes, I am failing every day, even though in reality I'm working way harder than I ever have throughout my whole adulthood of being a loser. But even though I consider myself failing every day, I'm stubborn, and that's what keeps me pushing forward. And I understand that giving yourself a bit of suffering every day is actually beneficial, and that kind of satisfies that negative side of my mind that deep down hates me. And ultimately, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. So I'll keep going until I either continue getting stronger or something kills me. But yeah, I have been sort of contemplating, what workout I'm going to do today. Because my back's hurting, I probably shouldn't try and do anything, sit-ups or anything like that. My next gym session is going to be legs, and the legs machines can sort of aggravate my back. So, I want to look after my back, but I'm not going to not do a workout. So I think I'm going to bang out some push-ups. Even though my shoulders are hurting, you can sort of adjust the way your arms are to push it more onto your chest. And yeah, other than that, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to be doing some push-ups and something else. Alright, I'm going to do some hammer curls to follow up with my bicep curls that I did last night. And I suppose do some shrugs, eh? If in doubt, do some shrugs. Alright, so as if I haven't wasted enough time this morning failing to get out of bed on time, I realised that there's something I forgot when I went Christmas shopping, and that is my beautiful girlfriend Kat's Christmas card. I wanted to get her one of those sort of boxed Christmas cards, the ridiculously priced ones, because there's not much choice when it comes to girlfriend Christmas cards, right? The normal ones. And, I saw it in the shop and I thought, I'll go and, dig out all the other Christmas cards that I need to first, and I'll come back to that rather than carrying this big box around. And yeah, then I forgot to basically purchase that Christmas card. So I had to shoot out today to my local town. Obviously it's busy because there's loads of other people doing last minute shopping, and yeah, I've purchased that Christmas card. So now I've got even less time to do any of the things that I planned to do this morning at home, because I'm obviously not going to be going to the garage to do those things. So yeah, today is just turning out to be way less productive than I would have hoped. It is Christmas Eve, so I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. But yeah, I've just come back round to the garage here because yesterday I left this camera in my favourite car, and I've been filming the clips this morning and the last few clips of yesterday's video on a different camera. And yeah, I thought, why not take my favourite car for a spin today to Kat's parents. But yeah, now I need to get myself home. I need to do what I can in terms of work, and then I think I need to have at least a beard trim before we go and have a feast at Kat's parents' place. Well, we got back super late from Kat's parents' place. It's actually just gone 12:30. And yeah, as usual, had loads of food while we were around there. The Italians love to eat. Because it's Christmas Eve, they eat seafood. You have 7 different fishes, basically. But yeah, it was an absolute feast. And then, yeah, we played some bingo afterwards, which was really cool. It's funny, actually, now that I don't drink alcohol, obviously, at these sort of gatherings, because there was some sort of friends of Kat's family around there as well, you know, people sort of wonder why I'm not drinking, and then I'll just say the joke that I'm pregnant. But Kat's parents make their own alcohol. Kat's mum makes this limoncello stuff, really strong lemon flavoured drink, and she makes other varieties of it as well with other fruits. And I have to say that that's the only thing that I ever so slightly miss about, you know, being someone that doesn't drink. I don't miss it enough for it to bother me. I'm still glad that I don't drink. But it's funny that, you know, after years and years and years of binging and basically, you know, taking drinking to the extreme, obviously taking drugs as well, it's funny that the only thing I actually miss is a very social sort of part of drinking alcohol, you know, round at Kat's parents when her mum gets the homemade limoncello out, you know. And in that setting, it's never about sort of getting wrecked. Although I know that in the past when I have had a glass of that, because I like the taste of it and because I like the social aspect of it, you know, once I've had one, I do just want to keep drinking it because I am an addict, right? But it's just funny how the only thing I can honestly say now that I slightly miss about drinking, or, you know, that slight bit of FOMO I get, is in that very social sort of situation and not in the situation that I used to find myself in drinking, which was, you know, just getting obliterated, you know, getting absolutely wrecked. And, you know, most people are able to drink in these sort of sensible social situations, whereas I'm not. I still believe that really no one should drink alcohol, and it's just a way of escaping from the world. And even in those social settings, you'd be better off becoming someone that can, you know, socialise and do whatever you need to in them situations without drink. But, you know, it's just funny how I look at things in a different way now that I'm, you know, not partaking in it myself. But anyway, tomorrow, well, today is Christmas Day. But yeah, I really need to get myself to bed. Tomorrow I'm going to visit my parents. Going to be cracking on with some sort of work at some point as well. Got to keep chipping away at stuff. You know, I haven't been doing much in the way of work, you know, the last couple of days, but, you know, it is Christmas. But yeah, definitely need to get a bit more productive. But, you know, looking forward to going to see my parents as well. And got to be honest, part of me is just looking forward to all this Christmas nonsense being over so that I can get back on being bang on my work and, you know, being bang on my fitness and stuff. But yeah, that's it for this video. As always, massive thanks to everyone who's tuned in. Feel free to say hello in the comments and we'll have a chat, or get in touch through the usual channels. All links to everything will be in the description as usual. But other than that, I'll chat to you tomorrow.